Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and it is wonderful to be with y'all live today. We are live today. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, I am here. You can reach out to me by sending me a direct message on Instagram, Facebook, and we can set up some time to talk. So it is so good to be with you all. Good day, Shay Love. I hope you're doing well. Blessings to you, my Colorado sister. And blessings to everyone who's watching and joining me live today on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and streaming on New Thought Media Network. So let's see. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a full one. Um, I shared on Friday that there's a lot going on in my universe with my Aunt Marion. And I even decided to have a series called Aunt Marion because that's what's very present for me right now. And as you know, I share what's present for me. To keep it real, y'all, because this is real life. Stuff happens, and how we are with the things that happen are very important. So, this is the space that I'm in, and I shared a lot on Friday about what is going on. And I'll just recap that really quickly. My Aunt Marion, who I have been giving support to since COVID, is now in the hospital. She's very sick. They are running tests. We are waiting for test results to come back. The hospital that she is in is very challenging, and I am in the process now of navigating getting her transferred. And I'm going to ask for your assistance with that as well, as I go through the show. Patty, it's good to see you too, love. So I kind of ended off on Friday with just like I guess it was just like a vent of everything that has been happening, and the way that things come together and things fall apart, things come together and things fall apart. And that is just the cycle of life. Things emerge, they dissolve, they flourish, it is that spiral, right? And my intention is to keep the spiral upward and not to have the spiral devolve, right? I'm always interested in the evolution of things, and including the evolution of myself and the evolution of how I am in situations that are very challenging, and how I am with myself and how I am with others. So it's been challenging. It's been challenging, and I so appreciate the love. I appreciate the prayers, Shay, Patty, everyone who's praying for my Aunt Marion. Please keep the prayers coming. I'm basically at the hospital every day, all day, and sometimes I stay overnight because it's like I have to be vigilant, y'all. like no joke. I have to be vigilant, and I am asking for help in more ways than one. And I shared on Friday that I was, sharing with my husband what was going on, because at first they wouldn't let me stay after visiting hours after my aunt was moved from emergency to a regular floor. And my husband, phone ringing, and my husband said, "Wait a minute, is that such and such hospital?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh, I went to college with the CEO of that hospital. Let me call him and see what he could do." And he did, and I have 24/7 access to my aunt now. And so I just roll up, I'll act like I'm leaving, and then I'll come back, 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, just to see what's happening. And it shouldn't be that way. So yesterday I filed a formal complaint with the administrative nurse on duty for a number of reasons. And I'm one of those people, when I see good, I report good, right? So one of my favorite things to do when I'm in department stores and someone has provided like excellent customer service, has gone above and beyond, I like to um find management, and 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 whenever I say, "Can I see the manager?" Everyone's like, you know, nervous. And then the manager is like preparing herself for some complaint, and I share joy news. I said, "Oh, this person is fabulous." And I just, praise the person. And I love to do that. And in this particular situation at this hospital, there are also people who work there, nurses and patient care assistants, who are also um, worthy of praise. So I don't want to give the impression that it's every single person there, but as an institution, it leaves a lot to be desired. And the reason why she is there, because I called 911 and that was the closest hospital. And so they took her there, and now I'm navigating the system to get her out. So, what this has brought up for me, as I shared last week, is this all started to unravel um, when I got her to the hospital. Some other things happened before we got to the hospital. She had slid off the bed and she was on the floor overnight. And so that happened like Saturday into Sunday morning. And I was at service, getting ready to start service, and got a call um, that EMS was on its way to take her to the hospital, and she refused to go. And so I was there with her all day Sunday into the evening, got her to bed, and then came back Monday morning and told her we are going to the hospital. And I had to call 911 because I couldn't get her up, and she couldn't get herself up. And so from Monday till Thursday, I did not do my spiritual practice. The only thing I did was pray. That's the only thing I did. But I didn't do any TM. I didn't do any inspirational reading. I didn't do any journaling. I didn't do any exercising. I did nothing except for pray, which is, I'm not saying that's not enough. It is, right? Prayer is powerful. And for me, I need all of the components, right, of my spiritual practice. And so I started paying attention to that. Oh, that's interesting. Like, this is a high stress situation. And what I advise people when I do spiritual life coaching is, when things really get, stirred up, that's when you do even more. You enhance your practice. You might extend, your meditation by 5 minutes. You might extend journal writing by a couple of minutes. You might increase and add on a whole another time of the day that you'll do your spiritual practice again. This is what I tell people. And here I am, and I did nothing except for pray. So Friday, I had that realization. I said, okay, let's take care of ourselves, right? And my spiritual practice is a way that I take care of myself, mind, body, spirit, physical, all the aspects of who I am. And I got back on it on Friday, but it really sat with me um that I did that, and I got really curious about it, and I started thinking about, have there been other times in my life where that is my response, right? And I realized that there had been. And the pattern that I recognize is when my husband had the stroke in 2011, I stopped doing everything. When my mother was hospitalized a couple of years ago, I stopped doing everything. And now with my aunt being hospitalized, as I share, I stopped doing everything except for prayer. And I was like, isn't that interesting that my this pattern of high all of these situations were a crisis. Like, they were emergencies. These were not your everyday things that happen. These were serious situations, life or death situations in every one of these cases. And my pattern had been to move away from my spiritual support and get kind of like caught up in everything that was happening. Like, I became singly focused on the situation. And so this is just my observation, right? It's not like me beating up on myself. It's not me doing any of that stuff. It's just an observation and an opportunity for me to take a look and see what's that's about. So this morning, I was doing my transcendental meditation, and Bob Roth, who's the CEO of the David Lynch Foundation, leads these group TM twice a day, and then they repeat it throughout the day. So I was listening to the replay and did the meditation, and and I'm sorry, I got distracted because a text message just came up on my phone from my family. Okay. So at the end, he David Bob Ruff shares a quote or a poem or something. So today he shares this quote from Pema Chodron. And the quote is, "Let difficulty transform you, and it will. In my experience, we just need help in learning how not to run away. Let difficulty transform you, and it will. In my experience, we just need help in learning how not to run away." And that really resonated with me, right? Because this is a difficult situation. And there is an opportunity for transformation, just not for me, but for everyone that's involved if they're present to the opportunity. And I'm present to the opportunity. And the opportunity that's present for me right now is what I lean into when I am dealing with difficult, challenging situations. And also the realization that I have the opportunity to lean into my qualities, right? So my qualities for this year are surrender, structure, soaring, and okay, y'all. I gotta take a pause because this might be the hospital calling. So you'll just bear with me just for a moment. Hello? I'm back. It was the hospital. Everything is fine. And they're following up on my dissertation. they're following up on my dissertation about the hospital. So I told them I will call them back. So thank y'all. So what was I saying? So her quote, let difficulty transform you. So this is a transformative opportunity for me and possibly for others. And leaning into my quality, that's what I was saying. So surrender, soaring, structure, and consistency. So definitely the consistency with my spiritual practice, because that is really the foundation for me. That is really the foundation for me. The phone's ringing, y'all. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, they on it. I guess I really must have stirred it up. That was someone else calling from the hospital about what I sent, what I sent in. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. And I hope you all understand I have to have my phone on because I need to be available for, phone calls. Because the directive that I gave yesterday was not another thing is to happen with my aunt without someone calling me and telling me, informing me, and getting my consent. So, so they're being vigilant about that, and that's a very good thing. All right, so let me wrap this up. So the opportunity, what I want to leave you with today is there's an opportunity for us to lean into our qualities, the qualities that we made a commitment to embody, embrace more fully this year. And so I'm reminding myself of that. And Shay and I had a wonderful conversation about surrendering and acceptance. And thank you, Shay, for just being present for me. And this is about me surrendering my control because I have no control over other people. I have I'm clearer about what I do have control over, and that is what I am making the decision and choosing to focus my energy on. And the things that are out of my control, I just surrender that to a higher power that's in control of everything, right? Because God is in control. God is in control, right? And so I trust God. God got it, right? So that's an opportunity for me to surrender to God and to do what's mine to do and to ask for help, right? Which is a big lesson for me that I keep learning over and over again because my default is to fix. My default is to take charge. My default is to come to the rescue. That is my default. And I am reprogramming myself, if you will, to not do that. and instead, in place of that, to ask for help. So I had a conversation with family members about them showing up at the hospital because I can't be the only one showing up and being there. And so family has been coming, and that has been wonderful. And I've been taking breaks for myself just to de-stress because it is a stressful situation. And that's important for me. That's important for me to learn at a deeper level. So when things happen, and as Prima Children says, when life when things get difficult, it's the difficulties can transform you. The difficulties can transform you. And so this morning for my inspirational reading, I was reading Pima's book, When Things Fall Apart, which is a treasure. I love this book. And I remember getting it when I felt like my whole life was falling apart, probably 30 years ago, maybe 25 years. No, maybe 30 years ago. And it's been a godsend for me. So nothing happens by accident. Bob Roth said that quote from her today, and I heard it. That was not an accident. Picking up the book and going to a specific page that talks about our habits and the habits of our mind was not an accident. So it was all the things that I needed for my nourishment today. And then after I did all that, I went and I voted. So if you're in New York State, today is our primary day. So go vote, go vote. And I got my walk in. I decided to walk to the polls instead of driving. So I got my walk in, I got my vote in, I got my spiritual practice in. I have a client this morning. So I said to myself, you need to stay in your routine that nourishes you and then extend yourself out to others. And so that is what I am doing as best as I can. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the love, the support, the prayers. And I see you, Shay. So Shay is sharing. Yes, community healing tomorrow. Energy with Shay. Yes, bring your challenges, any kind of pain, insomnia, relationship difficulties, that nagging knee pain. I got you. Celebrate Shay's 30th year anniversary of Rocky Mountain Holistic Health. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Shay. So that's a great transition to some joy news. And as Shay has shared, tomorrow, Wednesday, at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, we do our community cafe. And on the fourth Wednesday, we do energy with Shay. And Shay is an amazing energy healer. And so she is going to facilitate our community energy tomorrow, 7 p.m. Go to rocklandcsl.org. The Zoom link is there. We're asking for a love offering. So to participate in the giving and the receiving of what Shay is providing, and for everyone to have an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. So please join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, rocklandcsl.org, for our community energy session with Shay. All right. Also, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we have Workout in a Word, and that is a collaboration that we are doing. Fee King and I are doing Workout in a Word. So it's a 20-minute workout and about a 5-minute word of inspiration from me. And you can join us, come with your workout gear on, get a good workout in with Fee, and then stay for a word from me. So you can join us by going to Fee's Fitness Over 40. Follow Fee on her social media, and we always have a wonderful, wonderful time. So other things coming up this Sunday, I am so excited. This Sunday, we start our first summer collaboration celebration with Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Rockland. So we will be having collaborative Sunday service celebrations with the Unitarian Universalist Center. Um, there's at their beautiful, beautiful space in Pomona, New York. Again, you could go to Rockland CSL and get the information there. And let me see. I will be speaking, and my topic is beholding others. How perfect is that? How perfect is that? This month, our theme at Rockland CSL is respect, and I will be wrapping up the series this Sunday with beholding others. How do we behold others? Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. It's just like, come on, divine order is always in order. So join me for that. What I thought I was going to talk about has totally been wiped, and I got another download for Sunday. So please join me. And if you cannot, we will be streaming on Facebook and we will also be on Zoom. All of the information is at our website, rocklandcsl.org. Also, Sunday, I do the other sip, which is, okay, I know who that is. The other sip, which is Sunday in Praise, where I share an inspirational message. So you can join me for a replay of an inspirational message on Sunday on New Thought Media Network and where you're watching me now. If you haven't heard, I have postponed the group spiritual life coaching, the next cohort that I was going to start this past Saturday. So I decided to postpone it, just given everything that's happening. And that's another shift for me because I usually would just press on, just push, 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 and keep doing all the things. And I decided I wasn't going to do that this time, that I just need to give myself some breathing space and be in my right mind when I do group spiritual life coaching. So I'm postponing it. I'll let you all know when we will have our next session of group spiritual life coaching. So thank you all for your understanding. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I see you, Patty. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing my best to take care of myself. Good day, Louis or Luis. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Olaf, to you as well. So I'll be back with you all tomorrow live. I'm taking it day by day with SIP. So if you come on and there's a replay, you know there's a good reason for that. So my intention is to be with you live tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a wonderful today. Take good care of yourself. I hope that something that I've shared has resonated with you that you can use and put into practice in your life today. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.